Hello, boys and girls. In today's lesson, we will do trade-first subtraction for multi-digit numbers using base 10 shorthand blocks to show our trades so that we can understand how to properly take away a given amount. By the end of second grade, we should know how to use strategies to subtract numbers within 1,000 and know when to borrow, or trade first as we call it. Here are some words that you need to know. Trade-first subtraction is when you don't have enough to take away. Go to the place value before to trade for more. Parents, you may know this as borrowing. If you need to pause the video to look at the difference between borrowing and trading first, you may. The word digit means there are 10 digits used to make any number. 0 through 9 are considered the 10 digits. A multi-digit number is a number that has 2 or more digits. For example, the number 12 has 2 digits, 1 and 2. 345 has 3 digits, 3, 4, and 5. 1987 is a 4-digit number. The last word you need to know is base 10 shorthand blocks. This is a way to draw and show what each digit is worth. We would draw a square, also called a flat, to equal 100. We would draw a line, also called a long, to equal 10. And we also draw a dot, also called a cube, to equal 1. To review what we already know, you can refer to this chart. 100, if we were using actual base 10 blocks in class, we would call it a flat. When we draw on paper, we draw it as a square. To represent 10 in class, we would use the base 10 block called a long. On paper, again, we draw it as a line. And for 1, it's a cube, but we would draw it as a dot. So when we subtract, let's take a look at this example, 45 minus 22. You already know how to do this kind of problem. First, you would draw the base 10 blocks for the top number. 45 is drawn with 4 10s and 5 1s. The next step would be to take away the number of 10s and 1s. So let's take out or cross off the number of 10s first. You see in the number 22, there are 2 10s, so I crossed out 2 10s. In the ones place, we also have the number 2, so I crossed off 2 1s. The last step is to count how many base 10 blocks you have left. So we see that we have 2 10s, that's worth 20, and 3 cubes, worth 3. So when I add that together, 20 plus 3 equals 23. What do you do if you don't have enough 10s or 1s to subtract? You would need to trade first. Again, parents, you would know this as borrowing. How will you be successful today? We will still draw base 10 blocks for the top number, but then we're going to think, do I have enough 10s to take away? If yes, you're going to step number 3. If no, you will need to trade first. Some kids know this saying, go next door to get 10 more. Then you need to think, do I have enough 1s to take away? If yes, go to step number 4. If not, you need to trade or go next door to get 10 more. You will also cross out the number of 10s and 1s to subtract. And finally, once you have crossed off the 10s and 1s, you are going to write a number to represent the base 10 blocks that are left. Let's see how this is done. Yesterday we talked about ballpark estimates. Today, the ballpark estimates are already done for you. In this example for 53 minus 37, my ballpark estimate is 50 minus 40 equals 10. So my answer should be around 10. All right, let's see how I can be successful. I need to draw base 10 blocks for the top number. If I draw 53, that would be 5 10s and 3 1s. Step number 2 says, think, do I have enough 10s to take away? Well, here I have 5 10s, and I need to take away 3 10s. So yes, I do have enough. If I answered yes, it says go to step number 3. Here's step number 3. I need to think, do I have enough 1s to take away? Here I have 3 1s. I need to give 7 away. Well, if I only have 3, could I give 7 away? No, I don't have enough. So if I answer no, it says I need to trade or go next door to get 10 more. So here are the 3 1s. I'm going next door to the 10s place to get 10 more. I'm going to cross off a 10 and break it into 10 more blocks or cubes. Now, I still have 53. It just looks different. I now only have 4 10s drawn, but now I have 13 cubes. So for the number 53, I'm going to cross off the 5 and 3 and write what I see in my picture, 4 10s and 13 cubes. Now we're ready for step number 4. Cross out the number of 10s and 1s to subtract. I need to subtract 3 10s and 7 cubes. So crossing off 3 10s and 7 cubes, you can double check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the last step is to write a number to represent the base 10 blocks that are left. I see there is 1 10 left, and there are 6 cubes. So a 10 and 6 cubes is 16. Let's try one together. Again, the ballpark estimate is 70 minus 50 equals 20, so our answer should be around 20. What is the first step? Let's read it together. Draw base 10 blocks for the top number. Our top number is 72. How would you draw 72? 7 10s and 2 1s. Let's read step number 2 together. We have to think, do I have enough 10s to take away? If yes, we're going to step number 3. If no, we will trade. Let's see. We have 7 10s. What number is below the 7? 4. Can you take away 4 10s? Yes. Since we answered yes, we go to step number 3. Step number 3, let's read together. Think, do I have enough 1s to take away? Let's see. You have 2 1s. What number is below the number 2? 8. Can you take away 8 cubes? No, you only have 2 cubes to give away. So we're going to have to go next door to get 10 more. We cross off a 10 and break it into 10 more cubes. We still have 72, boys and girls, but it looks a little different. We need to change the number 72 to match our picture. How many 10s do we have now? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to cross off the 7 and put a 6. How many cubes do you have now? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll cross off the 2 and put 12. Number 4, let's read together. Cross out the number of 10s and 1s to subtract. We need to subtract or take away 4 10s and 8 cubes. You can double check if I did that correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the last step, let's read together. Number 5 says, write a number to represent the base 10 blocks that are left. How many 10s do you see are left? 2. How many 1s are left? 4. So your answer should be 24. Is 24 close to our ballpark estimate 20? Yes, so we must have subtracted correctly. Now you're going to try some more on your own on the next few slides.